Good morning, good afternoon. This is Mr. Morgan for 7th grade Social Studies Remote Learning 814. Today we will be going over the study of the Nakarima, and the homework will be the Rituals of the Nakarima assignment. So for this assignment, go to Canvas, find the assignment titled Rituals of the Nakarima, click the first link to find the first PDF, and then read the text or follow along with me, and then answer the questions at the end of that PDF. The second PDF has more questions that we need to talk about before we answer those. Okay, if you have your PDF out and you want to read it alone, you can. If you want to follow along with me, you can do that as well. Body Rituals of the Nakarima by Horace Mitchell Minor. The modern anthropologist has become so familiar with the diverse ways in which different people behave in similar situations, he is rarely surprised by even the strangest customs. Nevertheless, the magical beliefs and practices of the Nakarima are so unusually strange that it seems useful to describe them as an example of the extremes of human behavior. Professor Linton first introduced the Nakarima to anthropologists 20 years ago, but the culture of this people is still very poorly understood. They are a group living in the territory between the Cree, the Ikwai, and the Tarahumara. Little is known of their origin, although tradition states that they came from the east. According to the Nakarima myth, their nation was originated by a culture hero, Natinsa, a great warrior with wooden teeth. Nakarima culture is devoted to economic pursuits and ritual activity. The focus of this activity is the human body, the appearance and the health of which are major concerns for the people. Many of the Nakarima's traditions are based on preserving bodily health and youth. The basic belief of the culture is that the human body is ugly and that it naturally becomes weak and filled with disease. However, it is believed that people can avoid these evils by using magic potions and rituals. Every household has one or more shrines devoted to such rituals. Very powerful individuals in the society have several shrines in their houses, and in fact, houses are said to be better if they have more shrines. Most houses are constructed from wood and plaster, but shrine rooms are walled with expensive stone. Shrine rituals are not family ceremonies, they are private and secret. Rituals are normally only discussed with children. They are too personal to be discussed with other adults. The main focus of the shrine is a box or chest, which is built into the wall. Many charms and magical potions are kept in this chest, and the natives believe that without these things they would not be able to live. The charms and potions are received mainly through powerful medicine men. As such, medicine men are very highly regarded in Nakarima society. After providing a potion, medicine men must be rewarded with gifts of great value. Medicine men practice their craft in a latipuso. Upon entering the latipuso, Nakarimas are sometimes required to strip naked. Those who do not respond favorably to the potions of the medicine often undergo a latipuso temple ceremony. These ceremonies can be so harsh on a person's body that those who enter the latipuso never recover. Sometimes the ceremony ends up killing them. If the ceremony is successful, Nakarimas are required to provide a gift of great value when they leave the temple. Beneath the charm box is a small bowl. Each day, every member of the family enters the shrine room, bows his head before the charm box, and goes through a religious cleansing ceremony. The holy waters are received from the water temple of the community. Another daily body ritual performed by most everyone includes a mouth rite. This ritual involves a practice which may seem horrible. It has been reported that it consists of inserting a small bundle of hog hairs into the mouth with certain magical ointments, and then moving the bundle in a series of gestures. Approximately twice a year, the Nakarima will journey to the Holy Mouth Man. There they will undergo a ritual whereby the Holy Mouth Man may scrape or stick the person with a number of sharp instruments, often causing pain and blood. Such traditions show that the Nakarima may value and even enjoy bodily pain. This theory is supported by another Nakarima tradition involving scraping the surface of the skin. Similar to the medicine man, the holy mouth man is part of the Nakarima society's upper class. A review of the ritual life of the Nakarima has certainly shown them to be a people who believe in a great deal of magic, and it's hard to understand how they have managed to survive so long. All right, so from reading this, we need to answer 6 questions. So why is it useful to study the Nakarima civilization? Where do the Nakarimas live and where do they come from? What is the basic focus of Nakarima society? Do you agree with these beliefs? Why or why not? Describe the Nakarima shrine. Do we have anything like this in our culture? Explain your answer. Describe the job of the holy mouth man. Why do you think the Nakarimas visit him? What are your general feelings about the Nakarima civilization? Would you like to live in this society? Explain your answers. Now, by using the PDF text that we have, we can go back and answer all of these questions. So go ahead and open up Google Docs and record your answers in there. And then when we answer these and the second set of questions in the other PDF, we can then copy that and paste it into the submission text. Okay, now if you have read the text and answered the first 6 questions, we can then talk about who the Nakarima people are. So, the Nakarima people are actually the Americans. So if you spell Nakarima backwards, it's actually American, which spells American. And if we go back through and read through this PDF again, we can see that a lot of the hints that they were giving, such as Natinsa is actually Washington, and then Latipuso is actually hospital. So let's go back through the PDF and see what clues we missed the first time through. So the first one is in the second paragraph. The Cree people, the Yaqui, and the Tarahumara are actually all Native American groups. And then just below that, when it talks about their origin, and it says that they came from the east, that's actually talking about Europe and Africa. And then at the end of that paragraph, we see talk of Natinsa, which is George Washington. The focus of this activity in the third paragraph, the focus of this activity is the human body, the appearance and health of which are major concerns. That is talking about how Americans are concerned with how they look, exercise, eating right, that sort of thing. If we look at the third paragraph or the fourth paragraph, we can see this is them talking about the bathroom, the shrine that you don't tell people about, that only one person goes in at a time, and we only tell young children about. That is the bathroom. So the magic potions and rituals would be things like shampoo, deodorant, toothpaste, just normal things that you would do in the morning before you would go to school. Discussing with children, that is a reference to potty training. And then the expensive stone in bathrooms, think of like tile and shower walls. Let's see. The shrine having a box or chest, that is a reference to a medicine cabinet. And when it talks about on the second page where it talks about the Latipso, that is actually hospital if you spell it backwards. And the magic medicine man from the Latipso is a doctor, which we give a lot of money to, or as the Nakarima would say, gifts of great value. So when it talks about the Latipso temple ceremony, it is actually in reference to an operation. And then in the second paragraph on the second page, beneath the charm box is a small bowl. That would be a sink. And then the water temple of the community would be the city water tower. So the ritual, the religious cleansing ceremony would be washing your face, brushing your teeth, that sort of thing. The bundle of hog hairs that it talks a lot about, that is actually a toothbrush, and then the magical ointments would be toothpaste. So it talks about brushing your teeth. The holy mouth man is a dentist, and then is like causing pain and sharp instruments, that's going to the dentist. So by looking at it this way, it seems crazy that we missed all of these clues the first time through. Okay, before we answer the last set of questions in the second PDF, let's take a look at why we did this assignment. So the Nakarima people are ourselves, and by looking at it in this way, it seems really foreign and really weird and outrageous and crazy. But this is how it would look for a person from another culture looking at Americans. So when we look at other cultures later on, we need to keep this sort of idea in mind, because a lot of the things that we talk about when it comes to different religions or different practices, they may seem weird. It may seem like they're going to medicine men and using special ointments, but in reality, that is normal for them, and what we do seems weird to them. So it's important to just keep that in mind. Okay, now that we have read through the Nakarima once, gone over the first set of questions, and read through it a second time, realizing who the Nakarima people and that they're actually us, we need to finish up with the last set of questions. So there are 2 pages, 13 questions. So I need you to, in your Google Docs, I need you to answer the remaining questions during the rest of class. And then at the end of the class time, I need you to copy that and then paste it in the submission for the assignment. If you have any questions, I'll be available during class time to answer anything in the Zoom chat. So make sure you stay in the Zoom chat so that I can talk to you if I have anything that I need to notify you guys of. And if there is something that you need to ask me about after class, you can shoot me an email or a message through Canvas. I'll be available most of the time.